High school football kicks off this Friday in East Tennessee, and one local rivalry is taking place on a neutral site and has a new name. And here to get us ready for the big game between the defending state champion Elizabethton Cyclones and the Science Hill Hilltoppers are the athletic directors from both schools, Forrest Holt from Elizabethton and Keith Turner from Science Hill. And joining them is Rebecca White with the Bank of Tennessee. And we always go ladies first, because you've got some big news you want to share with us. You're going to share the name of this new rivalry.
We do. So just to back up for a second,
yeah.
Bank of Tennessee and Carter County Bank is the same ownership.
Right.
Well, Mr. William B. Green Jr. owns both of the banks.
Stadium's named after him.
Yes, and so we thought, what a great opportunity to partner with all three schools and help give them some extra push. And so we decided to partner with them and come up with a branded rivalry name, and that is the Railroad Rumble. So we came up with the name along with a local advertising agency, Creative Energy, and they came up with this beautiful logo.
And we got it right there?
Yeah, and so we came up with the Railroad Rumble because it's the railroad that connects the two cities together. And so we came up with Rumble because when you're in the stands and you hear the fans starting to stomp their feet and the crowd get excited and the noise, it sounds very similar to a railroad coming down the tracks. So that's why we came up with Railroad Rumble.
And you've got that Tweetsie Trail connecting both
Correct.
towns. It used to be railroad anyway, so
that's right.
It makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. A lot of activities going to be surrounding this game as well.
We do. So Carter County Bank and Bank of Tennessee are both having huge tailgates right outside the stadium. And so we're inviting the public to come by, pick up their beads, pick up their face tattoos, things like that. And then, of course, we're also having Spirit Week in all of our branches in Johnson City and Elizabeth, and so they can come by and pick up some free stuff too.
All right, and Keith, always a big game. We moved it over to this neutral site because y'all are working hard to get the field and the stadium ready over there at Science Hill.
Yes, sir. I mean, all this transpired because of the turf. So you take a thing that may seem a little upsetting and turn it into a positive thing, and it has. It's definitely a positive thing. So we're appreciative of our partners and ETSU for allowing us to play over there. I think it's going to be an outstanding game and event for the entire region, and hope it just puts football in the spotlight for the rest of the year.
And Forrest, a friendly rivalry. I mean, two neighboring towns, two neighboring high schools with a lot of tradition on both sides.
Absolutely, and Keith Turner's from Science Hill has been great to work with. We've had a great relationship since I took on this role at Elizabethton, and this game is always exciting. It's a huge game for us. It's a huge game for both communities, and not only to just kick off playing Science Hill, but to kick it off in this way with lots of positive light on both programs and a great opportunity to showcase ETSU Stadium and have a great event.
I know y'all are going to be bringing a big crowd over to Johnson City, over to ETSU.
We're going to bring a big crowd and lots of cowbells, and so I know a lot of sections were already sold out, so our community is very excited.
Keith, home crowd's going to be there.
It is. As Forrest just said, the ticket sales are going extremely well. We definitely expect to sell out for this game. Just a lot of excitement all the way around.
We have a lot of change in the high school football scene around here with consolidation of schools and things of that nature. It's nice to know that there's some rivalries that are still hanging in there.
Yes, and on our end, being a 6A school, right. I just want to say I respect the fact that Elizabethton in football is always willing to play us and to keep that rivalry up, because many times we have to travel all the way to Knoxville to get those games, but I do believe it pays off for them in the end when they play bigger schools and then they back-to-back state champions. So yeah, it's good for everybody.
And being back-to-back state champions, target definitely on the football program there. People are always going to get your best shot.
Yeah, there's a little pressure there. So, previously we had just worked really hard to get to where we're at, and now to maintain, anything past 30 wins is going to be phenomenal. We're getting everybody's best effort, and so we're going to give our best effort as well. So it's going to be a great game.
And Rebecca, real quick, tickets are still available for this game.
Yes, they are. And so the easiest way that people can go find additional information is www.railroadrumble.com. It's got game day information and a link to the official tickets that Science Hill is selling this year.
I hope everyone has a great game Friday night. I'm looking forward to it. It'll probably be another good classic right here in East Tennessee. We look forward to it. All right. Then we'll give you some information right now about the Railroad Rumble. It's coming up this Friday night, August the 20th at 7 p.m. Reminder that 7 p.m. kickoff there at William B. Green Stadium at ETSU. Tickets right there at that website.